All right, so welcome to the winter garden. Look at this. We have stuff bolting already. It's like, I don't know what that was. I think it was pak choy, but man, does it bolt fast. Now, I don't think the last time we were out here, I don't think there was anything there. And look at this one. It looks like whatever that is. I'm not sure. Is it trying to bolt already? No, that was something I pulled up from over here when I did some thinning. And what is this? We got a big old... Is this something else? Looks like a dandelion. Like a soft dandelion. It looks edible. What is that doing here? Oh, it's a turnip. Oh, look at that. Yeah, one turnip that managed to come over here. So I must have planted some turnips in here. But yeah, that's really baby. I'm going to put it back in the ground and see what happens. That's so tiny. That's not edible. Now this over here, this was a Japanese. It should, like a lot of lettuces, start coming up and forming a head. We'll see. We shall see. I have a little weed coming up. That's why I thought that maybe that was a dandelion. I've never grown turnips. Of course, I've eaten turnip greens. I've never eaten, like, gotten the whole plant. My neighbor grew a bunch of turnips one year. So we got a bunch from him, but he only gave us the bulb, not the entire plant. So that's cool. It does take up a lot of room, but you know, the greens are edible too, which is nice. I'm just going to loosen this soil up. I have some weeds coming up over here too, so maybe I'll interrupt their process. And then these are collard greens, but I think I have another turnip here. So maybe I'll pull this turnip, another little baby, and put him, should I do it in a line maybe? Get that, enough room for that beet to get down, that beetroot. See, it's pretty long, so I'm going to try and at least get it in there with that. So that'll be good. All right. I love this little claw tool. Lets me, and we have something coming up here. Have no idea what that is. And I always have to, sorry, I'm paranoid of ants. They're so bad around here. I usually come out here barefoot just for that reason. But even though, I mean, I can eat the greens off of this, even though it's bolting. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. And I should thin this out even more. But I think I will let some of it grow. And I'll come out here and get some of these for raw salad or throw in a stir fry or something. You can see, as I said, the peas are bouncing back nicely. Not so nicely over here, but adequately. Now these are really happy. So, love that. I'm looking in here. I still don't think anything ever grew in here. I mean, I have the onions still, but for whatever reason, I think we had just put fresh soil down too, so I don't know if the settling interfered with that. And then over here, there's some, I think that's that Russian young kale. Now, we planted some of this in the green stock, so that'll be interesting to kind of compare. Like I said, I said I was going to come out here with Chris. We were going to come out here and, you know, pull everything back. And then I'm like, there might be some seeds that are still coming up. And sure enough, I think these are doing much better. And I still need to pull it back, though. I think that's a beet coming up right. See if I can get you to it. There's a beet coming up right. If I can get my finger on the screen. Right in there, there's a beet coming up. So, I think it looks like a beet from my experience. And then I have some weeds in here, but the carrots are doing really well. There's some other green coming up here. Again, I forget what we planted because we planted in November. And we covered these up and we have not touched or done any. We ran the sprinkler several days after we planted. And then, we went to Florida December, or was it November? I think no, before December. We went the last day of November to Florida. So yeah, we have not. It has been cold or rainy or whatever out here. So yeah, I don't garden in the cold. No, I don't do cold. So anyway, for a garden there, we threw the seeds in, covered it up, went out of town for a month, and did nothing. I am really pleased. So, and then this is either all going to bolt like this before it'll get hot here very quickly. So I'm out here today. I could be in shorts or a dress. I'm in short sleeves. It's gorgeous. We've had mainly 60-degree weather every day nearly for 3 weeks now. It's been really warm. I gotta weed my beds. Look at that. What I'd love to do, since this is effective, I'd love to get something and try and stick some herb seeds down in there, like for thyme, and thyme would be really nice there. So this one, look, the bed's doing the same thing. So yeah, I need to get in here and do this. I think I said I bought the wood to make another one of these. So any of you interested, there's an ant. Any of you interested, I must have disturbed a bed. Any of you interested in seeing how I built these, I'll be doing that soon, I hope. I do have the frame wood for this. I don't have the inside wood for this yet. And I hate to say it, but the price on these, I bought this wood. It was hard to find cedar during the beginning of COVID, is when I built these. And only because I was having surgery. So I had to go way out of the city center to get all of the wood, and I had to go to multiple places to get all of the cedar for this. And at that time, each bed cost $200. I think I'm going to say now it's probably going to end up being $250 or maybe higher. Again, cedar, it's very expensive wood anyway. So, and the reason I buy it is because it's untreated. It does repel some pests naturally, so that's good for the garden, obviously. And these should last a good 20 years, except for maybe that wood in the middle, because it is right up against the soil. But those are untreated cedar fence, and those only cost me, they were under $2 a board. And so you can see we used 5 boards per side. So the cost there was minimal. So, and those are easy to replace. But now I went for the high quality wood. I didn't go with a treated wood. I don't I don't want treated wood for my food. So, but everybody's different. So I'll be anxious if I get that other bed put in. So I won't be able to fill it this year, because I'm going to put, I always put metal down to keep the moles and voles out. So I'll put some wire cloth down, and then I'll put a lot of sticks, a lot of debris, anything free that I can find to fill this before I start buying soil. Soil is expensive, but you know, that's what we did with all these beds, and it's working out fine. Like, I need to replace a little bit of soil over here maybe, and some soil over here, but you know, buying a little bit of soil at a time, like stocks, is a better investment. So I like that. But yeah, even if I have this bed planted and I don't have it filled, I can still put my arch in here and at least have some, you know, vegetables growing up over at least one side. So my goal is, I'd love to have more butternut squash this year. It is just so darn good. We're kind of addicted to it now. So a good harvest of that would be lovely. I'm going to, with these carrots here, I'll probably just go in. I need to plant some more here, and I'll do that here soon, because I'll just add another bag of mulch here, and or not mulch, the Whitney Farms soil. And they do a specific raised bed. I don't think they have it in stock right now because it's early in the season. But, you know, places like Walmart and stuff should be loading the Whitney Farms products up here shortly. So I'm looking forward to that. So anyway, that's the end of my garden update. It is the last week of February, so I think there are 6 more days left of this month, and then we have to go through, I think the end of March is when we'll be starting to plant in these beds for our summer crops. So we'll see. I have I'll show you in a minute. I've got some stuff going on. And I'll show you that, because you know I started some seeds too. So let's go check that out and talk about it. Say hello to my little friend. All right, he's actually big. He's almost a 6-footer. All right, so that's what I did. So I don't know if you saw my other video. I put this on here because it's windy, but I had these aluminum trays and I had these pots. So I'm like, okay, they sell these terrarium type setups to get your seeds going and everything. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'll try that. And then, so I put them, you know, in my little room over there, and they start sprouting. And when they start sprouting, you're supposed to take the lids off, which, you know, I wanted to check out, see how everything else was doing. So I did that, and guess what? There was mold everywhere. Do you see that? Look at this little fuzzy stuff. So I immediately put the lid back on one and took these outside to get sun. And that's where I'm going to put them now, especially now that my patio is getting more sun. So I recommend you not ever take the lid off inside. So I don't know how this is going to affect everything with the growing, but we will see. I don't know if that's friendly mold, unfriendly mold, but I am kind of shocked. I guess I should have expected it. One time I was in Ocala, Florida at camp, and I had gone swimming in the morning, and so I packed my bag and we went down home to like the Orlando area, and my entire suitcase had molded in about the time of 2 hours. So yeah, So we're just going to start keeping these outside and covering them up. I'll bring them in at night. That's going to be my routine. I want some of this moisture out of here. And I mean, there are seedlings still popping up. Let's see, I saw one. Maybe it's better from a different angle. I think there's one coming up there. So I'm not nervous about stuff not coming up using this method, but I definitely don't want this mold in my house. So beware of those little garden kids. So I'm going to go in, change my clothes, and wash my hands, and let these kind of bake out here. I love that the sun is getting higher now, that we're almost in spring. So it usually only comes about, I need to trim this, but it only comes about like a foot in during the winter, the late winter. So yeah, glad to have many feet of, I almost fell, many feet of sun here. So it certainly helps with this process here. But anyway, I appreciate you watching, and we'll just go on this journey together and see what we grow this year. It'll be fun. So see you later. Bye. I hope you're doing well. Wanted to let you know it's seed ordering time. I've ordered my items from Harris Seed this year because they have a good mix. I have a long video linked below that will show you what they offer, how it's laid out. The variety of information they have there is great. I ordered both organic and regular seeds here. Now, if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, hit that little egg basket down there. And if you want to see the long video on what I kind of looked for when I was ordering seeds and what I liked and didn't about the seed catalog, go ahead and hit that link below to the long video. See you later. Have a good one.